Yes, I'm the lead investigator with the Applied Innovation Centre, and I'm proud to be in that role. What has brought me into that role? So I first joined policing in 1994 in the UK, and I very quickly developed an interest in the crime aspect rather than the patrol or the traffic aspect of policing. And this was really triggered when I'd been in the police for about 12 months, and I had a conversation with a lady whose daughter frequently went missing, and it became a regular weekly interaction where I would attend the house, find out where she'd gone, why she'd gone missing. And it was during one of these conversations that I was told that she goes to a particular house because that's where she buys her drugs from. And so, using that information I was provided, I created an operational strategy, and we executed a search warrant to this house. And during the course of the search warrants, we found 575 ecstasy tablets hidden inside a Hoover. And it was this sudden realization that I had the ability to talk to people, to gain information from people, which led my career in the direction that it eventually went. I became a detective with only 18 months of service, and worked through various different investigations as a detective, then as a detective sergeant, and worked in a number of different disciplines. The last discipline that I worked in the UK it followed an operation by the FBI in America, where they had taken down a computer server, and they discovered the existence of tens of thousands of identities of people who had used the internet to share and create indecent images of children. And I was tasked with creating and running a task force in my particular force area. And this was called the Paedophile Online Investigation Team. And I mention this because this changed dramatically how I work. If I'm interviewing a drug dealer or a burglar, then my method of conducting that interviewing is completely different to if I'm interviewing someone who's suspected of child sex offences. When I'm interviewing the suspect in a child sex offence matter, I need to encourage them to talk to me. I need to encourage them to be telling me about their offending and why they've offended. And I've carried this strategy onwards into the work that I've did from there on, because it's made me realise that there's a great benefit in engaging in conversation with someone, showing empathy for a person, even if I don't agree with the action that they're suspected of committing. But by showing that empathetic streak, then I can encourage a person to talk to me, and I can gain that further information. Having moved to Western Australia, I was within the West Australia Police for a short time, and then worked across a number of government departments in investigations roles. I took on a role at a leading university as the director of their professional standards and conduct, and I've also worked within investigations at the Public Sector Commission. Having that experience across such a broad range and over such a long time has enabled me to realise what it is that makes an effective investigator. It's not someone that can go in and ask the questions and come away with the answers, but it's someone that can go into a workplace, that can ask the questions discreetly, subtly, without creating further issues, and leave there with an understanding from everybody of the reason for the investigation and the reason for the outcome.